Alright, so what's up, man?
What's good, man? It's my guy Proto behind the camera. Good dude, man. Knew him for some years, man. Hard worker. You know what I mean? Solid guy, man. What's going on, my brother?
Ain't much, man, you know what I'm saying? Another Sunday, blessed to be alive.
Absolutely, man. It's been a blessing, man. You know what I mean? Definitely a blessing. You know, this past week has been a rough week for me. You know, I went through had a tragic loss. You know, I lost a good friend of mine. Not just any average friend, you know what I mean? A real friend, you know, a brother, you know what I mean? R.I.P. G-Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, Definitely a Motivation TVD affiliate, you know what I mean? One of the bosses, but
Yeah.
may he rest in peace, you know, and we're gonna keep this thing going.
Respect. So, so tell me more a little bit about yourself.
About me, let me see, like, try and make it real quick. I'm basically like, I'm no different from anybody else. I'm a dude from nothing trying to make something, you know, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, like, but I'm a hustler, like, I'm by far the epitome of the word hustler, like, you know, and that's just pretty much it, you know, to sum it all up in a nutshell, but yeah.
Alright, so you mentioned Motivation TVD.
TVD,
Tell me more about that.
Motivation TVD, so Motivation TVD was like, it's a media company that I started in 2009. Um, Simply because I was rapping, I'm just gonna jump fast forward through it. Simply because I was an artist at the time and I was doing music. I was gonna use that platform to catapult my way into the industry. But upon doing so, like I got kind of like, I'm not even gonna say discouraged because like music has always been a part of me. Like even from a little one, like I was singing and etc. in the choir, playing instruments, whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
And upon doing the DVD thing, I realized like the hip hop industry was kind of like how can I say, it was, I don't know, I was losing a lot of love for like, I guess the musical side of things. It was just so redundant to me. It was just that everybody was doing it, and I shouldn't have let that deter me. You know, what always separates somebody is like how far they're willing to go to achieve their to achieve or their accomplishment, right? But I found more appreciation in the business aspect of things. So that's pretty much where I was with it. Not to say I wasn't going to do the music anymore, but I was more so like trying to get involved in the business aspect of things. I just always appreciate business. Business runs in the family, you know, um, and that's just what it is. So, yeah, that's what Motivation TVD is. You know, it's a media company. I started in 2009. Threw out some DVDs in the street with interviews, performances, videos of all your favorite and up and coming artists. And that's pretty much it. I took a hiatus in 2015, just going through, you know, some like real life situations or whatever. But you know, so now I'm back. You know, I'm here. It's 2018. I'm feeling rejuvenated. I got a whole new game plan. No longer doing hip hop, anything hip hop related. So all of y'all that when I started this is still doing hip hop, much success to all of y'all. I'm just gonna separate myself from every other media game out there. I'm doing something entirely different. You know what I'm saying? And what that is going to inspire. It's going to inspire. It's going to change. And mind you, nobody's doing it. That's number one. That's a given. Nobody's doing it. It's not a podcast. It's not an internet web series. It's none of that. So I know this is going to have a lot of people just thinking like, yeah, what is he talking about? Just wait and see. I always been different. Like Motivation TVD was Motivation TVD for a reason, to be different. At that time, everybody was putting out TV and DVD. I had to separate myself from everybody else. You know what I mean? So right now, like I said, I got my guy behind the camera. So that's the start. You know, it's still the same brand. Um, but we just now recreating the whole structure of this media company. It's just gonna be, for now. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna do anything like hip hop related, but it's not. It's not your average interview. Put it like this: it's nothing hip hop related. Like this next little project I'm working on, but nothing could just be me. You know what I mean? I was always taught and told as a youngin' like no man is an island, even though at times I feel like that. But yeah, you know, no man is an island. And like I said, I got my guy, which is you, behind the camera. And we're going to get this thing rolling again. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling in the best shape of my life because believe you me, they not doing this. Nobody's doing this. And I'm the first. So y'all get ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get ready. This is me talking. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been me behind the camera and never me in front of the camera. This time, I'm going to do both. Right?
Yeah. What are some of your most memorable moments that you've had?
I had a lot of memorable moments on the DVD era. In the DVD during my reign in the DVD game, it was fun. You know, it was something that was just an idea, and I ain't have no plan. I can't say I didn't have no plan, but it's like I didn't have an idea of how to get to any artist. So I realized when I got to my first one, and the first one was satisfied with the way that the interview went, I got my second, and then I got my third, and I got my fourth, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Like, since I did the DVD game, I seen artists that when I came in was at the top of their game, and now, we at like 9 years later, they are nowhere to be found. And this is just how this music industry is. They was at the top of their game. I just want y'all to know this. Like, these are guys that I interviewed. This is footage that I have, et cetera, et cetera. But that just goes to show you, and that makes me understand why people say, like, yo, you gotta respect those coming up, because you never know who you're gonna meet on your way back down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, my best advice with people is just to always be cordial, and try to handle your business accordingly. You know what I mean? Like, never let your ego get before you too. I see a lot of artists that was egotistical. A lot of them, man. You know, it's just, and you couldn't reach them. And now, every and any media is at their reach now. Like, it look like these guys is so desperate that they willing to like latch on to any media source that's willing to give them some sort of headline, you know? So it's like out of desperation. But that's just another story, you know? It is what it is. And that's one of the reasons why I was done with the hip hop shit, you know? I will say though, there was some artists that I met along the way that was like solid individuals, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, some people don't like to say names. Like, I'm gonna say names. One of the realest artists that I met, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna name a couple of them, and it ain't too much. I'm gonna tell you who was solid, who was cool, and who I probably ain't gonna get niggas ain't, you know, no light and shit. But the real niggas was like my nigga Myson. Myson, shout out to you, my nigga. You's a real nigga. Like, I appreciate you for every time you gave us a you know what I mean? Like, little bit of your time and all that. You know what I mean? Solid nigga. You could tell, man. I like what he doing. I like what that brother doing right now. You know, he not with none of the fabricated hip hop, the fuckery, the foolishness. You know, real solid brother. He really care about the culture, etc. Another real brother is Styles P. Styles P, a real nigga, man. For a veteran, he embraced everybody. You know what I'm saying? And every time I came around, Styles P was always loved. So Styles, shout out to you, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Who else can I say? It's like, I can remember. Oh, I remember one time I was at I don't remember if it was SOBs or whatever. You know who else is a real? Yeah, there's a few of them. And I'm gonna tell you why I judge him like this too. Meek Mill. Meek Mill was a solid nigga. Like, He a nigga with money. Of course, he egotistical because he came from, you know, I understand his mind frame, but like, how I judge these people is when they at a certain level and then they able to give you their time of day without any like ego in front of it. That makes me know that you're a real person. And then sometimes like interviewing people, just seeing them, you know, the camera reveals a lot about a person. I'm just gonna let you know that first and foremost. Like the camera sees real and fake. You know what I mean? So there's nothing you can hide. Once niggas start jumping in front of cameras, that's why like guys like me, we stay behind the cameras, because the camera, whoever jumps in front of a camera is, you know, keeps their self how I say, like they're always susceptible to hard criticism. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Susceptible to anything, you know. So anyway, who else is a real one? Who can I say is a real one? I said Meek Styles. Meek Styles, my son. I know there's one more. Oh, cool niggas. Cool niggas. Yeah, let's go to cool niggas. Shout out to nigga Shice Bubs. That's definitely a cool nigga, man. Cool nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a cool nigga. Nah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just love with Shice Bubs. What surprised me? That Shice and Shice Bubs and Smoke Dizzy's brothers. I ain't know that until, you know, I got into the game, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word. So that's something that shocked me and shit.
Alright, yo. So you came up with Motivation TVD, and we hear you ask other artists what motivates them. What motivates you?
What motivates me? Oh, man. What motivates me, right? Oh, man, there's a lot of things that motivate me, brother. I don't want to sound... Alright, well, what motivates me? Family. I'm self-motivated. Life motivates me. Life in itself motivates me. If I could sum it up in one word, life in itself motivates me.
I like
you
that.
know?
Yeah.
What in life motivates me and gives me my drive is basically the hardships. I love the hardships. The hardships is what is like it's the motor oil for this engine. It's the gasoline that fuels it. You understand? So I take on all life struggles, and at first I never understood them, and I let them deter me, but I let them be fuel for what I got going, to keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? So that's what motivates me, bro. Life. With that being said, man, I want y'all to just, like I said, I ain't been on I haven't been doing anything media-wise with Motivation TVD. I took a hiatus. I'm back. I'm feeling fresh. I'm in the best shape of my life. There's a lot of things that's driving me right now, you know what I'm saying? And I got to keep this thing going, you know what I mean? I got to keep this thing going, and I want y'all to believe this. You know what I mean? Y'all watching it again, you know what I mean? This is second go around. The first time was with the artist. The second time is going to be life-changing for not just for me, but for y'all. And y'all going to see what I'm talking about. Stay motivated, stay blessed, keep God first. We out of here. Bye.
We doing anything for profit, rich gang, PMFBG, you know my niggas got it, yeah. You niggas living in the past, and you know I keep niggas.
R.I.P. my brother, man. There's a real nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I want y'all to see something else. Hold on. It's my brother, man. This is why I do it. You know what I mean? For reasons like this. Hold on. For reasons like this, you dig? R.I.P. my brother G-Man, man. R.I.P. G-Man, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my bro, man. R.I.P.G, man. Yeah.
I came over the dope, scraping the dope, keep it for the low. Robbers a no. Cause I keep it up, I keep it up, I keep it on me. Cause I keep it up, I keep it up, I keep it on me.